Welcome to the Scrapyard. I'm your host, BC.
I'm Aladar.
I'm Flaming Bees.
I'm the Savage.
And today's topic is going to be Gunpla of Blessed Curse. But for the first time ever on the Scrapyard, we're introducing a new segment called Figure Appreciation. And as of today, I'm going to allow, let's allow the Savage to take a crack at explaining what this is and showing off what he is appreciating today.
All right, so figure appreciation. Essentially, once a week, we of the cast are to grab one of four, or maybe multiple of four categories. What needs to get more love? What we got new? What we found that was just straight up fucking amazing. I feel like I misspoke one. And I'm struggling with the last one. I'm sure it'll come up in a second. But for a good example of what this would incline would be like this, for example. This is not a new figure. This is definitely a very underloved figure. This is Armada Hoist from Transformers Armada.
Damn fine.
Damn fun, too.
Yeah.
Now, for host privilege, I will be going last. So let's go with Aladar.
So, something I just got recently, you guys probably saw in my Jazz review if you saw that, and I don't think this thing gets enough love at all. Transformers 07 Starscream.
Okay, Beast.
Sorry.
So I'm getting some. I've had this for maybe 2 weeks or so, but I haven't opened it, so it's technically still considered new because new place, Lightning Collection, Andros.
And for the very first time on the Scrapyard, we're going to allow him to unbox that and give us his live first impressions.
So that means in this very first time of another first-time Scrapyard, he's going to give you a live review.
Possibly.
Yep.
Possibly. It is only if any of us are okay with it.
I'm good.
Okay.
My helmet's starting to hurt like a
That means you
motherfucker,
can probably
though.
start opening it now.
Sorry, Aladar, but you got to commit.
Anyway, we need you to start opening.
Oh, you want me to?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what
We're
we're
going to
just
unbox
saying.
that live. We just said it.
God dang! Look, face reveal. Psych. It just makes seeing things easier. And wearing my glasses, in theory.
Well,
In
folks,
theory.
BC, well, how about you get to yours since while we wait?
No, he's already about ready to go.
Okay,
Right.
like that
Okay.
then. Box knife.
So, how's the crowd? Not there. Good to know.
Soft goods cloak.
Okay.
Kind of mahogany looking color. I think that's mahogany, right?
Yes.
Go with more maroon.
Mahogany.
What a maroon.
Shut up, Bugs Bunny.
Ah,
What's up, Doc?
Okay.
Okay, so he's got Velcro deals on either end of his cloak. He is the new. What ranger would you call this suit underneath?
Stealth Ranger.
the in space stuff. Okay, this has a very good likeness to Andros. I forget the actor's name. I apologize for not remembering his name, and I call myself a Power Rangers fan.
Christopher Kamen Lee.
Yes.
Who has a YouTube channel? So yes, you Joe, check him out.
Really?
Yeah, he's at one.
And this is an all black version of his helmet.
Oh, nice.
A prototype helmet, if you will.
Some other Rangers that have a YouTube channel you should check out are Catherine Sutherland and Nakia Burse, I think her last name was.
Nakia Bruce.
Yeah, there you go.
As well as Brandon Dino Charge Red.
And
Leona
Ramirez.
And obviously everyone obviously one that everyone knows about, JDF.
Yeah. Him and his morphin life.
So, anyways,
Leona Ramirez, who played Roxy in Beast Morphers.
So the figure, how is it?
Execute Order 66.
We're franchise crossing. No.
Oh no! The universe.
It will be done, my lord.
Oh god, no. Imagine a crossover like toy line if Transformers and Power Rangers were to make a crossover.
So
I'd be down.
the exact outfit he's wearing, like the symbol on his chest, I believe that's from a very specific episode. Like,
I don't think so. I've never seen it before.
Apparently, he wore this disguise like one other time. Although, like underneath the cloak in the first episode of In Space, he was full on morph underneath it, and like whenever, especially when he was fighting and moving around, you could actually see the red portions of his outfit of his suit.
That cloak was reused for Forever Red Wild Space episode.
It was.
He was also spying. Because he was also spying on the mighty Beetleborgs. I mean, the enemies of the Cog Empire.
Where's the lie?
So, are we gonna deem you as done, Bees? We can move on.
I think he's intensely focused.
I'm not going to struggle with putting that on. So he comes with an energy effect for his spiral saber.
I never use them, so it don't matter to me.
Yeah, neither do I.
A little bluish effect for his blaster. So, I mean, yeah, it's rather basic, but it's a welcome addition to my collection.
So what would win? Color Build or In Space Red using both drills?
In Space Red.
Pew, pew.
Oh.
Anyways, so
You good?
Yeah.
okay. So for me, this is going to be a relatively recent acquisition, but at the same time, this definitely falls into something that utterly surprised me. And for those of you who have been paying attention to my purchases / acquisitions as of late, you already know what it is.
Yeah, I do.
It is the Dino Fury Zords.
Yep.
I saw that coming.
And this goes in as like figure appreciation, like my very first entry into this, entirely because it's just an absolute blast to mess with. I mean, obviously, I've had this whole amalgamation going on here because I want to use everything and just make this clusterfuck because I wanted to.
That's his thing.
Yeah, clusterfucks are kind of my thing, so
He did it with the mini plot too.
yep. And but the other thing I love about this is he's posable. Like
Posable Zords are a rarity.
exactly. If you're a long-term Power Rangers fan, you know that this is something you don't get very often with the Zords.
I can
So the
attest
fact
to
that it's here in full glory, like I'm all for this. But the fun of it doesn't stop there.
Nope.
Because when you get the full core set, and what I mean by that is like when you get all 5 of the main Zords, I have one of them attached to him already, but you get alternate head options.
Nice.
Yeah,
So you
I
get-
even showed it off previously. The
Yeah.
previous Scrapyard.
So here's the pink.
Very show accurate painted visor, might I add, which the Super Sentai toy does not have.
The red one, which is the standard.
Uh-huh.
A personal favorite of mine, even though literally most of you guys disagreed with me on it, the green one.
The
And
Savage had to leave.
the Savage is gone. But yeah, here's the
Also-
green one. And the blue one.
My buckle came undone.
So with that said, yeah. So the Dino Fury Zords, or in this case for me, the Dino Fury Megazord, or whatever they call it. Yeah, it's good. I
Yeah.
really like that. It's really awesome. And another thing, I didn't even realize they did this, but on the back of all the heads, you can pop this little plate off, and it shows the little knight guy in it. Which, if you are a fan of Ryu Soldier, you know what this little guy is. But each one goes that nice little extra mile and includes a little ranger in the back of the helmet
Nice.
to give off the illusion that that's the ranger piloting the Zord. I like that a lot. So, with that said, we can finally move on to the topic at hand, which is Gunpla, a Blessed Curse. Now, what is it about the Gunpla community, like not even just the Gunpla community, the model kit community in general? I guess you would call that Plamo? Whatever. What is it about the model kit community? Me mostly going around the idea of the what's
Sorry
that?
about that. Will be temporary.
Anyways, what are some things about the Gunpla community that you would consider a blessing and a curse? And this time, like, we had the Savage go first for figure appreciation. Wait, we did have Savage go first, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
you
did.
Yes.
Yeah, we did. Okay, then in this case, we're going to have Aladar go first.
Oh, crap.
Oh, baby.
You mean the community specifically? Because I don't actually interact with the Gunpla community all that much.
I
How
mean,
do
like the vibes of it. Like, what is it about the Gunpla, like, community, the Gunpla antics, the Gunpla buying, the Gunpla products, like, anything about Gunpla? What are some things that you would call a blessing about it?
The aesthetics are definitely interesting, especially when you get into different kinds of model kits. For example, the difference between Furai Flame Toys Starscream and the RX-78 are pretty nice. They're also really fun to build. It's really all I got. They're just fun as hell to build, especially when you know what you're doing.
Okay, so which of you two want to go next? You can rock, paper, scissors for it if you want.
I'll go next.
Damn.
Damn.
Well, I'm sorry, what was the question about it?
What do you find most enthralling and appealing about Gunpla as a whole? The community, the aesthetics, whatever.
What is it about the Gunpla anything that you would count as a blessing?
As long as it's mainly accurate to the Gunpla is resembling to be, I want it. Like, a great example of that would be the 8th Mobile Suit's Goof Mobile Suit. This is pleasing to me. And the fact that even this is a high grade, which means not very high on the list of type of grades within the Gunpla ratings, it's still pretty fucking good because it really captures its look in the show.
Yeah, I would definitely count that as a bit of a blessing. Bees.
The posability. Like I have yet, like
Ooh.
I'm still fairly new to the whole model building scene, and I've built Digimon Figurized standard model kits, Power Rangers / Super Sentai Super Mini Claw, and only 2 Gundams. I've only seen Gundam Wing. What?
Orbital Bacon.
Orbital Bacon.
Hi, Bacon.
These are the 2 that I have that I've built, and
Nice.
I knew very little about Gundam, but I watched them with a friend, and yeah, Hiroyui's Gundams that he's piloted. These 2 appeal to me the most because they transform into planes, or they're called birds. I don't know. I don't care. But I'm impressed with the posability of these things. They're small. Like, whenever you see a figure this small, you think basic articulation, up, down, sideways, etc. But
we're happy to hear you here, Orbital Bacon. For those who don't know, Orbital Bacon is an absolute legend in the voice acting community of, well, you know,
Stop motion.
Yes, he's very well known in the stop motion and Transformers community, and the dude he's just awesome. So the fact you deserve this kindness, my man. Like, the kind of stuff that you can do, I honestly wish you would get picked up by some kind of animation studio to voice characters. Like, let me know if you want to do something for Evolution, because I would love to have you on.
Yeah.
So anyways, welcome to the stream, Orbital. I hope that this doesn't disappoint you.
Well, if you saw Gunpla and clicked, then may I say you should click and subscribe so that we get more content from this guy.
Yeah. Comment, subscribe.
Yeah, you're going to get more content from me anyway, so.
Just a suggestion.
Wouldn't hurt, but awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Every bit of support is appreciated. Anyways, all right. I'm sorry. Let me get back on track. So
I realize it's pointing in the wrong direction.
So Bees was getting into the how one of the things that he feels is a huge blessing about Gunpla is their articulation.
Yeah.
Yeah, like for something this tiny, they have a surprisingly good amount of articulation.
Exactly. Like, and that is definitely something that I would definitely I would definitely say that is one of my blessings to it as well. But here is where I tend to differ from you guys. One of the biggest things that I count as a blessing to to Gunpla in general, it's the variety. And the reason why I say the variety, there's multiple different mobile suits. I mostly have high grade, but they're like building little action figures. Exactly. Like that's what I mean by the whole variety thing. There are some that where you build them, they're mostly like just kind of big, impressive looking display pieces. But then there are also some where right when you get done building them, they're like little action figures. You can mess with them all day, and like they'll still retain their posability. They'll still retain their look. It's just
molto bene.
Exactly, molto bene.
Also, Savage has requested to be put in the lobby.
There we go. So, with that said, do you guys want to talk a little bit more about? I heard Super Mini Plot mentioned. Have you guys built any of the figurized stuff from Bandai, like the Dragon Ball characters of Kamen Rider? I have built Kamen Rider Kabuto, and I want to review that kit specifically, so I don't want to go too far in detail with it right now. But I'm going to tell you right now that Kamen Rider Kabuto figurized standard kit, fucking fantastic. It's fucking phenomenal, and I love it. It's like, oh my god, dude. But as far as like other kits I've actually built, I did a BC Build live stream within 2 parts on the Black Metal Garurumon. And that also as well is a great kit. I have messed with Build. I think he's good, but I don't think he's great. I built the black version of that.
Yeah. It's definitely one of my favorites.
That was a chaotic build.
Funny enough, it actually wasn't a chaotic build. The whole build process was actually relatively smooth. It was just time consuming.
No, setting it up for BC builds was what was chaotic.
Oh, true. Yeah, I'll give you that. That the setup was chaotic, but the build itself, it's absolute joy.
Go check that series out if you want. We have some good chemistry there.
Yeah. Anybody who happens to be watching, by all means, feel free to check out BC Builds. They're going to be sporadic. I'm not going to lie. I don't buy model kits as much as for somebody who has a building series. You would think I'd be buying those more specifically for that reason. I just don't.
Also, you got to be okay with Lego sets once in a while, because we started with Lego sets.
Which is super funny, because when Bionicle G2 came around, that was pretty much what kicked off BC Builds.
Anyway, back on topic.
Yeah, anyways, back on topic. One of the like Orbital mentioned, one of the major things that we could count as a blessing is just the fact that the final product at the end, it makes you feel like you achieved something.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, you know what? Give me a second. This is gonna kind of lead into the curses section as well, but I'm gonna pull this out, and we're gonna talk about this for a second.
Yeah, I've built the Digimon figurized standard model kits.
Oh, God, Bacon, don't even get me started on stickers. Don't even get BC started on stickers.
God,
Fuck stickers, they're the pain of my existence, and I want them to die in a hole.
Yeah, my first model kit was
Okay, Bean, I need you to move, buddy.
Omegamon/Omegamon.
I need you to move.
Not the figurized standard one. It looks very similar to it, but it came out in, like, I can't remember. I want to say maybe 2017, maybe later. But yeah, I bought that one, and then about 2019, 2020. Yeah, 2020, I bought. Yeah, that's when I first started getting more of the figurized standard Digimon model kits. War Greymon. I wasn't sure how I felt about it because of how hyper stylized he looked, but eventually he grew on me, and I bought him like, wow, this thing is amazing. And then I got Metal Garurumon. What else is there? Black War
Boba.
Greymon, Imperial Dramon,
Senor Fett.
Dramon.
We,
And
we need to let BC make the point he was going to. We'll gladly listen to the rest of what you're saying afterwards.
This is the perfect grade Zeta Gundam. See how nice and awesome this thing looks?
Yep.
This is where we get into the curse section. Because, well, yes, this looks absolutely amazing. He's big, he's chunky, he's articulated. And for you Transformers fans, he's a transformable mobile suit. Here's my issue with this whole entire kit. To kind of give a little bit of a spoiler into my eventual review of this. The build of this thing was an absolute nightmare. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, the final product looks really awesome. Depending on which kit you build. I believe I believe Zeta had a few with I believe Zeta does somewhere in here. I'm not 100% sure. I know that there were some master grades that definitely have like an endoskeleton type vibe to them.
Also, just so no one feels left out, greetings, cool 123 Julian.
Who?
1234. I'm sorry.
Wait, who?
Cool 1234 Julian.
I remember him only being into Transformers. Now I'm up. Oh, Julian! What's up, dude? I legit completely blank.
Either way, greetings, dude. Welcome to the cast. Thanks for tuning in. Same to you, Bacon.
Yeah, thank you very much, both of you. I very much appreciate this. But so yeah, this kit looks-wise is great, but this is where we really start getting into the curses. This build was a nightmare. I hated building this thing, and the build almost made me completely quit and give up. Well, clearly, as you can see, I'm glad I did. This whole entire thing looks amazing, which definitely is going to help us get to and through the curse section of this. What do you guys count as like a curse with Gunpla?
Fuck stickers.
stickers.
Just fuck stickers. That's the only reason my Flame Toy Starscream isn't complete, because he came with stickers and just no, I can't put them on. They'll be too crooked. It'll drive me fucking crazy.
Applying the stickers using tweezers helps a lot, but when they're like really teeny tiny, like the size of a freaking dandruff flake, how the hell do they expect you to put that on so perfectly and accurately? Especially, okay, where are you? No, I don't think that was you.
While you're looking for that, easy to lose pieces.
Yeah, that's definitely a
on the forehead here, on the little head crest. That's a sticker. Do you have any idea how much of a nightmare that was to put on?
I am definitely against Gundam markers.
Yeah, just like it's so tiny, makes me want to freaking slap somebody. Like the person
Markers would be considered a blessing or a curse depending on how you look at it.
I count them as a blessing entirely because of the fact that they can do what stickers normally can't. And that's actually put details on that won't simply flake off.
Exactly.
The reason I say blessing or curse, depending on how you look at it, I don't know what the color variety is. You never know if you have to have a certain color for a certain detail, and they don't make that one for a Gundam marker.
panel lining is something that I definitely would call both a blessing and a curse, because if you're really good at panel lining something, you can make whatever it is you're panel lining look fucking dope. In fact,
Yeah.
as much as I hate doing this yet again, let me show you guys a ridiculously awesome example of panel lining.
You can tell BC's excited for this topic.
It gives me an opportunity to pick up some figures. Vance Toys Hydra. When I got this, I was fully expecting to just kind of get a standard figure. But if you look at his face, you can see he's panel lined.
That's insane.
Yeah, you can see it all over him. All these areas where he would have just been a sea of white, they panel lined him.
Nice.
That's bloody amazing.
It looks incredible. I know. This figure as a whole, like again, one of these days I'm gonna get an actual review of this, but like just my straight up opinion on it as a whole. Oh my god!
Exactly, Bacon. It makes it look closer to an animation model.
Yeah, it really does. But obviously, I said panel lining is also a blessing and a curse. Because if you don't know what the hell you're doing, if you screw up any panel lining, you're stuck staring at that for the rest of its existence.
Pretty much, yeah.
I tried to panel line Generation Scourge. Thank you, BC, for that figure. And I didn't get very far in it. I realized part of the way through... No, I just realized part of the way through doing one of the wings that I had no fucking clue what I was doing. I managed to not mess up, but he's not completely panel lined because of it.
Well, do you want me to help you whenever you get a chance to get on a Skype call with me?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Or practice on a grunt, or like a weapon or a cannon or something. Like that will definitely teach you how to actually do panel lining properly as well.
I thought about doing it to the Starscream I mentioned.
I mean, given that Starscream kit is a little more readily available, I definitely see how that would not be a bad idea. I mean, hell, I'm contemplating taking a panel line out of this.
That would not look terrible. Savage has requested being tagged in.
Savage is... Okay, give me a second.
Oh. Ah! Sorry about that. Food was yelling at me and it was delicious.
I bet it was.
It happens.
Slappy Joe.
Oh, that sounds delicious. Anyways, so we were talking about blessing and curses. So what would be some curses in your life, Savage?
I don't know what Aladar just said, but in terms of curses, curses. What's a good one? Not being able to see where the fuck you're cutting.
Yeah.
Like, for example, my only perfect grade, I know it's not able to be seen over there, but I do have a perfect grade Alex Gundam in there.
Perfect grade. That one didn't get a perfect grade.
Master grade.
Yeah, okay. I was about to say, yeah. No.
By the way, I have a insert grade here, Alex Gundam over there, and at one point I was so close to done, and BC was watching me as I struggle with building this damn thing.
I'm not gonna lie, I laughed a couple times.
He is an asshole. Anyway, there was one part on his arms where if you were to fold him out and open up the section, you'll get his arm Gatling guns out. I cut a little bit too much on there, and now there was a part that couldn't stay together in there. So it just will come out all the way out when it should, and like, ah! I feel like Jobby the Hong anytime he touches the split. Or the Devil Savior's stuff just.
You could have just said that, Aladar. Like,
I didn't want to interrupt the Savage.
but anyway, yeah. So for those of us who are actually new to the stream, this is my puppy. His name is Bean. He is adorable.
Hi, Bean. He likes to kick the Savage.
He does.
Our first live Bean kick.
Oh, snap, it was.
Another encore.
Shut your mouth.
Do it.
No, stop it. I thought we were trying to be professional. Are we trying out to be professional here? Damn it. Professional. Professional.
Aww.
Aw. Okay. So I'm just scrolling back to see what I missed, really.
Stop it.
Okay. All right. Oh.
Okay, Oh, Orbital Beacon likes Common Rider. Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah. We were literally just sitting here geeking out about the figurized
Kabuto
kit.
Also, sorry.
The figurized Kabuto kit. He and I were geeking out about it. It's a great kit.
Also, I just realized, Orbital Bacon, isn't your name technically just a reused wording for Timon and Pumbaa's little adventure thing on DVD for Orbital Beacon?
I don't even think he's in anymore. I don't know. We'll find out in a minute.
Damn it, bees.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Cool. It's from War for Cybertron.
close. Okay.
Oh,
Ah.
yeah, the orbital beacon. Okay. I see you.
Anyway, let's get back on topic, I guess.
So yeah. Any other things that you count as a curse?
As I've only messed with high grades so far, and without the Alex Gundam being my only master grade, I don't know exactly yet on my experience of blurs and curses. Although I don't like the extra parts they give you, like the random ones that you don't even need to use for the model kit. Like, why that's in there? Stop it.
That tends to actually be extra parts for like a previous kit. So if for whatever reason you broke a piece, you'd have a spare part now that you can take from that sprue to replace on another kit.
That's genius.
Orbital Bacon. Sorry.
Orbital Bacon Online.
Just everyone in the sky.
Anyway, seriously, that's really cool that they include spare parts to repair past kits.
Wish they would do that with, like, all the other kits. Like, with just in general stuff. Like, oh no, you screwed up a V on the Gundam's head. Here's a replacement one. Oh, what's that? You just screwed up the arm for your Master Grade Alex Gundam. Here's the arm part you screwed up.
Ah, yes, nippers.
Yes, I do. In fact, I actually have 2 pairs.
I don't have any snippers. I use what I got on hand, which would usually mean I use toenail clippers.
or a pocket knife.
Okay, if I use the pocket knife, I'm going to expect I hate the mobile suit, so I'm not going to do that.
So, anyways, yeah. We're hitting the 40-minute mark, and
Wait.
what's another curse that I can bring up?
Here's a good one. Money.
That's just a curse of life. Gunpla has nothing to do with it.
They can honestly sometimes just really mess with your sanity.
How would you know by chance, Aladar?
Seeing you build 2 of them that drove you absolutely nuts.
The rarity of them, depending on how popular they are.
Yeah, that can definitely prove to be a curse.
Time sink.
The time sink, yeah. Especially if you build it a perfect grade. Orbital, I don't know if you've ever built the perfect grade unicorn bodies, like the unicorn suits, but those are time-consuming builds, but when you're done, oh my god!
Bootyful.
It's like before, during, and after. Before, this is gonna be great. During, this better be fucking great. After, this is really great. Tear goes down your face. It's really perfect. I love it.
It's like, I'm done. I'm finally done. Oh my god, I'm finally,
I'm finally done. Huh. Banshee Gundam. Let's do this.
I haven't done any PG kits. I hit my limit at Master Grade. Oh, Orbital, you have no idea, dude. Oh my god.
He suffers
dude.
the pain. I mean, the lovely experience of doing it.
Just trust me. After seeing BC do 2 of these, it's going to time sink you so much your kids will graduate college before you're done.
Jesus.
I mean, he's not wrong. Like, they take a long fucking time. So, unless you count supersize or mega size or whatever those giant ass ones are, I don't. I honestly don't. They're neat. They do fill a slot if you need the slot filled, but as far as, like, be considered as, yeah, see, like, the fact that they're high grade level difficulty, but on a massive scale, I'm not a big fan of them. Which is funny because I'm probably like the only person on the face of this planet that vastly prefers the 1/60th scale model of Exia to the perfect grade.
Sharzaku.
I've heard that's a good one.
I have the high grade to that. And that is a fantastic. That is a fantastic little kit. Although, unfortunately, mine has a stretch mark on its hip, and that's entirely because the hip joints are way too fucking tight. So now I'm definitely terrified to move the fucking thing.
It's huge, but it's simple to build. I would imagine, considering it's just a Zaku, just painted red. Unless it's somehow all entirely different, which, in my case, how?
So, with that said, what's another kit that, not just kit, but Hybrid Origin Charazaku 2 with the sniper rifle perfection? Yeah.
Yas, dude. Yas.
How about you touch on Mini Plow Voltron?
I can't even touch on that for one sole reason.
Been too long?
That it literally, the only flaw it has is that when it transforms, it's a parts formation.
Parts forming. Oh, that's another thing. That's actually a curse for me. I'm going back to my master grade. I don't really like the armor attachments it would come with. Because then that would require me to take apart the Gundam just to put those things on there again. It's like, no, I like the way it looks without the fucking armor. Why? I don't want that.
I mean,
It's like including a. It's like, okay, what would be a good? Oh, I know a good comparison. It's like adding the figures for MP44 Optimus Prime with Spike, Carly, and fucking Sparkplug.
Sparkplug.
No one wanted those, but they're wanting you to throw them in there anyway.
Yeah, I see what you're saying with that. So, before we go, even if you don't really have very many kits, I want to know what you guys' personal favorites are and ones you wish were better. And this time we're going to start with bees.
One moment. Okay. What should be better?
And chat, if you want to throw in your opinion, you may as well.
Yes, obviously we would love
We'll
to hear
catch you
your
next time,
opinion.
Bacon.
Oh,
Okay. This and I can't remember the other one's name for the life of me. I apologize. Like there are alternate modes, bird, plane, whatever modes. I wish there's a way for things to tab together. That's
Yeah.
a bit more secure, rather than just like, okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a bit of a curse, but yeah. Is there any kits, like actual mobile suits, or just straight up model kits you've built that you both like? One that you absolutely adore, and one you wish was better.
Okay. I adore the War Greymon / Black War Greymon kits. They're essentially the same thing. The one that I wish was better, I had high hopes for the Imperial Dramon, but I had a hard time figuring out how to get his hind legs positioned properly for the dragon mode. Like, I wish that was better executed, you know?
Okay, fair enough. You know what, Aladar?
My favorite kit is my Flame Toy Starscream because he is yet to fall apart on me. You think I'm kidding? And one I wish was better out of all the ones I've built was my first Gundam, the Gundam Wing. I can't remember which one it was, but it was some variation on 01. I think it might have been Endless Waltz. But anyway, I wish that thing was better because not only was it my first one, but immediately after I built the stupid thing, it started having issues. Like the wings wouldn't stay on. I can't remember what grade it was, but just that started seriously pissing me off.
I bet.
That's really all I got to say about that.
All right, Savage.
all right. I have a mobile suit that I do have that I wish it was like a. Okay. I want, and this is my favorite mobile suit series so far because that's what I'm leaning with. I want to see a master's grade version of the Easy 8 Gundam because I have it as a high grade. What?
There is a master grade of the Easy 8, and it's objectively terrible.
Oh.
But is there a kit you have in your possession that you really, really like?
Well, I was trying to get there because I have the high grade Easy 8. And I was hoping to have a better one than that.
Oh, well. You're going to be waiting for a while then, dude. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Then, in that case... Finish Gundam from Gundam Build Fighters Try.
Gundam Fenice?
Finiche. The one that's based off of Wing Gundam. Today's theme, Yeah, I do want to see that one. Like, it's a nice looking mold. It's the closest thing I'll have to Wing Gundam, because that's literally it's based off of. But not only that, I kind of want to see if they can do like a master grade version of it, or like a perfect grade version, just to see how well it might do.
Of Gundam Phoenician?
Yeah,
That did get a master grade.
did it? Okay. Okay, I don't fucking know that.
So I guess it's up to me now.
Yeah.
My favorite kit. My favorite kit tends to jump between like hoops on which ones I think are really, really awesome. And like I have yet to really iron out which one is my true favorite of all my kits. But I'm telling you right now, the one that stands at the top of my favorites is Perfect Grey Banshee. That is a fantastic kit. Once it's all said and done, fully built, you sit there and you look at that thing and you are just... Now, for the possibility of a future review, I'm going to grab the one that I am deeply disappointed with. Alan already knows which one it is. Shut up. Don't say anything. But I'm going to let you guys get a look at this and try to predict how the review's going to go.
I'm just going to say you guys are in for a treat.
I'm going to assume he's going to go grab a baseball bat to go with it.
I can tell you it's tempting.
I saw red, blue, and white, which makes me think it's a freaking power. It's a super mini claw.
It's not. You ready?
I don't
Sure.
think they are.
I'm ready.
Isn't that the Gal Gaigar thing?
It's not Gal Gaigar. This is King Gosor from, King Gosor. And you can tell just from looking at this thing straight on its own, it's got some issues. Seriously, God awful.
Lord help us all.
Yeah, Lord help us all. Now, obviously, there are some things about this I like, but yeah, you're gonna see this thing and get a review. But I'm deeply disappointed with this. And with that said, I think that's about it. I think we can basically stop right there, unless the Savage here has more to say.
He has gun.
That's
Not really off the top of my head.
You got to announce next week's topic.
That too.
I will, but I want to see if any one of you guys has anything else you want to say on the topic at hand, or if there's any kits that you want, that you know for a fact are out, that you would love to have. Like specifically for me, I would love to have Perfect Grade, Perfect Strike. I really love that thing. I think it looks amazing. I want it badly.
I want to try out. I want them to actually. I want to actually make either a Maxter. I know they exist. I'm saying like I want to either build a Maxter Gundam, or give me a Heavy Arms Master Grade Gundam.
There is
Okay.
I
I know they exist. I'm just saying I want one.
I got one for you. Tell me what grade you think would be best suited for me, but I want a Gundam Wing Death Scythe.
In your regard, I would recommend if you want a version of him that is big and impressive, get the Master Grade. If you want one that you can just throw it together, get it together, pose it, have fun with it, get the high grade.
Okay.
I don't know what else to say in this regard.
I meant just based on knowing how my skill level is, what would you suggest?
High grade.
Based on your skill grade, I would recommend the high grade.
Okay.
Obviously, based on Savage's skill level, I would also recommend the high grade. You were not having a great time with the master grade Gundam Alex. So
Yeah, but I still got him done at least.
I know, but practice a little more with some high grades, then come back to master grade. That's all I'm saying. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not insulting, dude. I had to do the same thing.
Yeah.
It's growing pains, man.
Bees, you got anything you want to see or want to get a hold of?
Or maybe even advice
Think of anything off
from
the top of
me.
my head.
Sorry, what?
I said I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
So then, let's have a small BC Builds crossover. What advice do you have for Gunpla beginners?
Okay, well then, do you guys have any questions for me then?
I can't.
What is the most basic skill level to start at?
Entry grade.
Okay.
Entry grade, funny enough, the very first ever kit that got the BC seal comes from entry grade. It's quick, it's simple, it's easy, it's intuitive, and it really just allows you to really kind of see what Gunpla has to offer. And quite like literally its name, it's a great entry drug.
Drugs.
That being said, specifically with you three, I recommend sticking with high grades for a little while. Like for Aladar, I would say for you build at least like maybe 6 more high grades before you jump to master grade.
Mm-hmm.
Savage, I'm gonna go with 3. 3 more high grades, and then I feel like you'll be a little more ready for a master grade. Bees, I have no clue. I mean,
Here's a question. Well, first, go ahead. I didn't know you're still going.
I was gonna say, well, hell, for all intents and purposes, Alex, even though I was really shitting on this is 3 high grades in 1. So if you really want to test your metal, for the uniqueness of this build, I would definitely recommend this. Just don't get it for what I wanted it for.
A display piece.
The combined mode, yeah.
If I want to
So
get a display piece, I would have gotten double Zeta, but okay.
So here's a question. Why are the directions sometimes super confusing?
If you're somebody who is not accustomed to building model kits, the instructions will be very confusing for you to get through the first couple times. The instructions just take practice.
Okay.
But another thing that I would definitely recommend doing, especially if you're having a hard enough time reading the directions, there are certain kits that literally right there blatantly in the instructions will tell you which runners you're using to build a specific piece.
Which is awesome.
It's not on all of them, but it is on quite a few.
Starscream had those.
Savage, anything for me?
Nah, not really.
Bees, you good?
I'm good, yeah.
All right. Well, if we are all done then, I think now would be the time for me to not only announce next week's episode, but also allow you guys a little bit of a taste in what's to come. Because next week we're going back to Transformers. Figure you guys could use a little bit of a break from that. since we definitely beat the Transformers fandom in like well over the head, we are returning to it, and this time we're discussing an elephant in the room.
Which is?
Mini masterpiece.
Also, we broke the hour mark.
Woo!
We had our new record is to break the hour 15-minute mark. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream now. So thank you for those of you who showed up and enjoyed, at least tried to enjoy the show.
Mhm.
Know you're appreciated, and definitely know if you like, comment, or subscribe, I will always appreciate it. And it goes to show that you guys are willing to check us out.
Yep.
So, with all of that said, guys, I've been BC.
I've been Aladar.
I've been Flaming Bees.
I've been the Savage.
We'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.